Two polls, two GSD victories, but I mean, incredibly close both times.
I'll tell you what's extremely interesting. We talk of all the cliches, don't we? Neck and neck, the competition it's on, it's all to play for. Every single vote counts. And you look at this poll and you really do think every single vote counts. Interestingly, this gives the GSLP Liberals, as we've just said in the report, a 1.6% lead. So the GSLP Liberals win in the number of votes, but not in the number of seats that they take. It would be the GSD, according to this poll, who would take government with 9 seats. And this is exactly, almost mirrors, exactly that result we had of the GBC Gibraltar Chronicle exit poll last week. A poll, not exit poll, opinion poll. And we wanted to commission 2 polls because we did one in-house and we did one externally. We wanted to see whether the results would match or whether they would be very, very similar or very different, and they are extremely similar.
Yeah, I mean, as GSD victories in both polls, but definitely not conclusive. And the same 3 candidates miss out on Parliament, most notably, of course, Sir Joe Bolsano, 50 years in the House.
Yeah, Joe Bolsano, Vijay Daryanani, Youssef El Hanna, together with independent candidate Robert Vasquez, making it below the line. We've put up a graphic online and it's there on the screen. And you look, we've given the GSLP Liberals the colour red and the GSD the colour blue. You would expect normally in an election in Gibraltar to see 10 of the same colour at the top, followed by another 7. Look how interspersed it is. And that is what's determining this election. The candidates at the bottom of this, just below the line, where you see Joe Bolsano. This time, Daniela Tilbury. We had Trish Sanchez last time. There was about 11 votes in it last time, I think, from this poll. The difference is 6 votes. It means the swing. If we asked 4 people, if 4 people had answered differently to Daniela Tilbury and Joe Bolsano, only 4, not 40, not 400, 4, we could be having a different result. That's how tight this election is, according to the polls.
So again, 600 people asked in these polls. We will have more voters on the night, of course, but it could be reflected. The difference could be reflected in a couple of dozen votes.
Yes, and exactly. And that's why I think the message from particularly the GSLP Liberals and the GSD already this evening on Election Watch tonight on Radio Gibraltar was, if you want your party to win, you have to block vote. And I think when they look at the data, and of course we get from the parties that the only poll that counts is the poll on the night, but they'll be poring over this data and encouraging their supporters to block vote. We have seen a slight decline for Robert Vasquez in this poll. I think we gave him a 2.17% last time. He comes in at 1.8% this time. It could be that some of those votes are going to the block vote.
All to play for then. There's another cliche for you.
Indeed, and lots of reactions, like we say, from the candidates. But I think the message over the next few days in that final run, particularly from the GSLP Liberals and the GSD, will be you have to block vote. Independent Social Democrat candidate Robert Vasquez telling us he's still confident.
Thanks for joining us. 3 days to go. Plenty of GBC coverage between now and then.
Thank you, Ian.